Problem.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you happen to be. This is a recorded session. My name is Stuart Fields, and I am facilitating an online interview with John Russell. John Russell is owner of the Business Source, an independent consultant, and he also happens to be the president of Madison Area Business Consultants. I happen to be a member as well, and is a member of that organization. I can highly recommend that if you are in the Madison, Wisconsin area, it would be an opportunity for you to stop by. Guests are welcome to pop in at any time. And since we're not meeting face to face, this extends our reach as we're coming into the virtual workspace. John is here to talk about our upcoming virtual sessions, the April session with Candy Phelps of Busy Busy, and the May session with Lee as well. So I'll let John share his business background as well as the upcoming sessions, and we might just share their websites as well. John?
Stuart, thank you for facilitating this conversation and for facilitating our Madison Area Business Consultants meetings. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Again, my name is John Russell. I own the Business Source. I started my business in 2008 with the sole purpose of helping small business owners navigate through difficult times. At the time, the recession was in full force, and everybody had to rethink how we were going to do business coming out of a difficult economic times. And here we are in total isolation and shutdown with the coronavirus sweeping across the world. And everybody's having to rethink their normal business processes and procedures. And I'll share with you a few things that I've learned lately. First of all, I want to let everybody know that on April 9th, Candy Phelps, who's a member of Madison Area Business Consultants, will be doing a presentation on how to monetize your consulting service and how to better utilize and monetize your products and services so that you can do business online. It didn't take very long for the majority of companies and organizations across the world to become familiar with online meetings and setting up a remote workforce. For consultants, as consultants, we often work remotely so that the transition isn't as dramatic for us because we are used to working remotely. But there's a lot of business owners and a lot of companies out there who are going to have to rethink this. The majority of service companies in our country are in the process of rethinking how to engage customers without violating the social distance rules. I also want to mention that Lee Johnsen of Partners in Development will be our May speaker. His company is called Partners in Development. He'll be talking about how to create high performance scenarios in high performance teams with remote workforces.
Awesome.
And
I was going to suggest, John, that you pull up the website. Now, you might have noticed that as you were speaking about Candy, I pulled up her website and gave people the background so they can contact her. But also now, as you speak about John, I think it's a great opportunity to share his website as well.
Yeah, Lee is an expert in remote workforce performance evaluations, and he really has some tremendous tools. I'll share with you a little bit about that in a second.
Yeah, and if you can scroll down.
The majority of our service companies in our country. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt. If you can scroll down on the website a little bit, you'll see some of the opportunities that he has in services as well. Plus also companies he's worked with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Definitely, Lee is a guy you want to connect up with if you're trying to establish a specific strategy with a remote workforce. The majority of service companies in our country right now are in the process of rethinking how to engage their employees and their customers without violating the social distance laws. So there are a lot of things that people need to think about. Lee shared with me a couple of key tips I'll share with you right now. We all need to work towards aligning our team members behind the company's current purpose and vision. They need to be reassured that they're in the right place and that they're working with the right company and that you've got a plan moving forward. We need to try to create an environment that supports maintaining employee and customer engagement. Employees are companies' number one assets, and you have to make sure that your relationships with them are strong. If you've had to lay people off, you need to stay connected with them, and you can't lose sight of the fact that you're going to need to bring them back sooner than later, hopefully. We need to create an environment where employees and customers are engaged, where people are educated in terms of what online communications technologies are available for people to use. We're using the Zoom technology, and there's other software programs as well. We need to make sure our communications is detailed with our customers and our employees because we're not face to face. So we need to take extra steps to make sure people are clear about what you expect and what you need them to be doing. Lee has created a really cool tool called a team operating agreement, which is a solid communication tool between company, organization leaders and their staffs in terms of how to operate during these times. And then the 3 words that he shared with me, which are adapt, improvise, and overcome the challenges that we face in this environment. So it's really going to be an interesting challenge for everybody to stay in the game when things are shut down. But you can't just fold up your tent and go home because the economy is going to come back in the very near future. And now is the time to build your infrastructure so that you can come out of this in a positive way on the other side.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that. We are at this point of retooling, and when given adversity, we look at what we can do rather than complain. It's easy to come up and talk about everything that's happening. I know there's a lot of fear and anxiety out there, but focusing on that doesn't bring us any good. It just brings us more stress and more trauma in our lives. If we focus instead of what are the advantages and the opportunities, and how can we look at this situation a little bit differently. I think Wayne Dyer once said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's really what we're doing. And even this is a demonstration of that as we're going into this virtual presentation and introducing these 2 concepts. Did you want to share a little bit about your vision for MABC, John? I really appreciate your leadership and just your passion and your love of the group and how we're going to support each other. And it goes to even what Lee is sharing and what Candy's sharing in April.
Yeah, thanks, Stuart. I see Madison Area Business Consultants as a very important organization right now because you've got a group of seasoned and experienced professionals, each an expert in their own field. And as consultants, we've generally worked through many, many situations in the past. We've been exposed to a lot of challenges. We're probably the most qualified to be able to help businesses right now during this crisis. And the ability for us as an organization to pull together to provide service and support for the business community has never been more important. The goal and objective of MABC is to provide strong, high quality educational programs to make us better consultants and to make us stronger so that we can provide better results for the companies that we work with. There's no question that us all coming together is going to be of great value going forward in the future. I'll tell you just a little bit about my business, Stuart, and something that I'm going to be offering the public. My business specializes in providing specific strategies for business owners who need to make changes to stay successful, but aren't sure what step to take next. We specialize in customer development, strengthening relationships with employees, current and prospective customers, and we use a variety of communication tools, including coaching, training, advertising, online marketing. We do a lot of website work, and really from that perspective, I'm not just talking about development and design, I'm really talking about content and strategy. And how are you meeting your customers online, and how are you aligning your services with their buying preferences to make it easier for them to buy? I think one of our MABC consultants, Trey Fisher, recently talked about reducing friction.
Absolutely.
And that makes a lot of sense. So business owners need to revisit their entire communications platform right now and write out a new narrative to reconnect with your employees, your current customer base, and your new customers going forward. So I'm going to be offering my services for free to anybody that needs help going forward while this coronavirus health emergency is keeping us all isolated, shutting down companies, and causing business owners a great deal of concern when they don't know where to go or how to act in the new environment. So it's not about the money for me. It's about making a difference in people's lives. And every business owner needs a chance, and they need outside help. I want to emphasize the fact that sometimes you're not going to get the right guidance and information from inside your company. An outside perspective from a well-trained, seasoned consultant that knows how to help you navigate through this difficult period and come out the back end on top has never been more important. So anybody that needs help is welcome to call me, and I'll do my best for you to get you back on track, or be a good sounding board if you just want somebody to bounce ideas off of and you're not sure who you can talk to.
John, that is extremely generous of you. Just a cautionary note, this will have global reach, and you might find yourself quite busy with that offer of free.
You know, I think the majority of people, if somebody is having a problem and they don't know where to turn to,
Yeah,
people aren't flush with cash right now.
that's true.
And, there's sometimes, in many cases, there's no revenue coming in. They may be shut down. And, you can't just crawl into a hole. You can't stick your head in the sand. You've got to stand up and look around and find out, where are the resources going to come from that are going to allow me to prosper, to protect my employees, to protect my family, and to protect my customers. So I've taken this pretty serious. And the sooner we can provide help to the general public, I'm going to encourage all MABC members to also do this, Stuart. And it's up to the individual. Depends where you're at in life. It depends how busy you are, and depends whether or not you're able to provide the kind of services we're going to make.
Yeah, no, that's extremely generous and open offer. And I know that there are many people offering their services at vastly discounted or lower rates, given this certain situation.
Right.
And the economy needs to move forward. So we have to balance that. And that's kind of a quandary we're in right now.
Yeah, I made a little note here, and I just want to restate that, all these efforts that business owners need to be proactive with need to flow through the entire organization so that everyone has a clear understanding of what questions to ask, what to say, how to respond to customer concerns, and how to assure the public that you can operate in a safe and considerate way in every interaction. Everybody's faced with this right now, and it's unprecedented, but we're going to get through this. And we're going to get through this because in America, we pull together, we've done it before, and we're going to do it again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I fully amend to that. I agree with you on those points.
So I'm pretty passionate about this, Stuart, and your help in getting this video put together is a tremendous step in the right direction. Thank you very much.
Wow, you're so welcome. And thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your service to MABC. I'm doing something similar. I am offering 30-minute consults on virtual meetings, and that is my platform skill. is facilitation skills, both in person and online. And I've been doing it for decades now. And I've offered my services to MABC as well as be working with the local chamber here on helping
Well,
deliver virtual meeting space opportunities to learn this platform, not only this platform, but others, and transferable skills they can use moving forward as we're transforming the global society. And
well, let me, Stuart, give you a plug here, because your website address is what again?
it's stuartbfields.com. So the same as my name. So
Yeah, without your help, we wouldn't be meeting here today. And I know you've stepped up not only at Madison Area Business Consultants, but your ability to teach people how to conduct business online with this Zoom platform, and your ability to help business owners create a plan to communicate online is essential. And I want to recommend your services to anybody out there who doesn't know how to set up these video conferences, who needs to learn how to work the specific features that Zoom offers. And if anybody needs help, go to stuartbfields.com and sign up for an appointment with Stuart, and perhaps you'll want to hire him so that you can take your business online as well.
oh, that's great. I appreciate that. And we'll be seeing more of each other, John, as we move forward, and
Yeah.
at least virtually and at a
No.
distance.
Yeah, so I'm going to
So,
be working on this every day, and
yeah,
I'm not going to stop until we
yeah.
come out on the other end. And as a matter of fact, I decided to grow a beard the day this whole thing hit, and I'm not going to shave it until it's all done. So
There are plenty of internet memes out there that, yeah, just go online. I'm sure you can find plenty of humor about what's going to happen on both ends of this whole self-isolation that we're
yeah,
going through.
we'll stay on this, and it'll get
So
better.
I'm going to stop the recording, and this will have some notes down below. I'm going to host it on my YouTube channel. John's going to put it on social media as well, and use it in a variety of sources just to get that information out there. You'll see links to get in touch with either John, myself, Candy, or Lee, and more information about Madison Area Business Consultants. I'd also encourage people maybe just to do a search and go on to LinkedIn. We've got an active LinkedIn page as well, and Facebook. So there's plenty of opportunity, and there's more coming as we continue building and transforming our organization. John, it's been an absolute pleasure just connecting with you. I'm so glad that we've done this. It gives me an opportunity to stay in touch and
Yeah,
feel not quite as isolated. So
no, I like it,
thank you.
and I'm looking forward to the next chance we get to meet online.
Awesome. So we'll see you shortly.